JokePit UK.
You don't understand this weather?
No, like it's hot, it's cold. I'm like menopausal. I feel crazy. I'm not. I'm like not.
It's like the Katy Perry song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
See, I don't know that.
And I'm cold. The Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Have you been here before?
No, this is my very first. This is my very first year.
How are you finding it?
You know, one of the venues. I'm at the Assembly, and the Assembly is larger than the Toronto Fringe Festival. It's the same size.
Festival.
And it is one venue. So yeah, from Canada, it's exactly what I thought it would be, and as overwhelming right now as I thought it would be.
This is the largest arts festival in Europe, isn't it? Or in the world?
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
Excited for your show? What type of show are you doing this year? How would you describe it to someone?
It's a music comedy show. I sing funny songs, funny naughty songs about like cannibalism and existential babies. You know,
great.
Things people can really relate to.
Yeah. Everyone's seen an existential baby.
Of course, yeah. They're very philosophical babies. You know, they're just lying there being fat and thinking.
Is it hard to find the funny in eating another human?
Oh no! Like I would go for the pancreas because I've never seen a pancreas.
Exactly.
I want to see it. I want to eat it.
Maybe you should become a surgeon, but not a surgeon.
No, I can't cut like in a straight line.
Okay.
So,
that's good for a wild cannibalistic attack, I suppose.
It's like random cutting. Yeah. I should have been around in like medieval times. I could have been the executioner.
It was still illegal then. It wasn't illegal. It was. It's
I
always.
guess it was. No, I would have like taken the entrails back home. I would have been the person who hung, drawn, and quartered.
Oh, like the shaman or the witch.
Yeah, I would be. I would be a witch.
Which didn't actually really exist. It was just a ploy to imprison free-thinking women by the church.
Yeah, I know. So I wouldn't think freely. I would just take the guts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you would actually be what they said existed.
I would be a real witch. Yeah.
Oh, what is comedy like here as opposed to Canada? Because my knowledge of Canada comedy is mostly kind of improv based. So it's like you've got like good improv there.
There's great improv artists there. Yeah, and we have like, Second City, and we have the exports like Mike Myers and all those people. But it's a great comedy scene, especially in Toronto. Toronto, the alternative comedy scene is really strong, and there's Just for Laughs in Montreal, which is fantastic. And there's so like lots of alternative comedy bars are opening in Toronto, and I would say that's where basically all the comedians go. So there's lots of angry people in the West End of Toronto.
Lots of angry people in the alternative scene.
being totally fucked up. Yeah, so it's it's great. It's a great scene, and there's lots of Canadian comics who. I think there's more and more interest in coming over here doing the Fringe, and people who like are coming over in the fall and stuff touring. So
you see, I'm deliberately not looking at what you're looking at just to see if you know.
Is that filming that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
So if you're looking that way, I just don't look out of politeness, but I could be attacked.
You could be, because there's people walking in here right behind us with beer and sharp objects.
What?
Hi.
Sharp beer objects? I want some of those things.
Fun times. Good afternoon here at the Loft Bar.
How do you stitch together a musical comedy show? I've always been interested in that.
Oh, well, it's challenging. It's not so easy. I've done it by splicing together. My story is how I overcame my supportive middle-class parents to become the disturbed woman I am today. So it was really hard. It was hard to become an artist because I was so supported all the time.
Yeah, you're just so well-loved.
I know, they're here. My parents are here.
What?
So my dad knows all now. I know they're too supportive. It's like, come on, guys, really?
Just leave me alone in the dumpster for a week.
Yeah. So exactly. So I had to just I don't know. You find the cornerstones. It's like a story through my life. So I have 3 central stories that I tell that are kind of like mocking storytelling moments, and then genuine storytelling moments, but like not. And then I just put together my songs in there. So there's a loose narrative.
And then at the end, you rip someone's entrails.
Oh yeah, totally. That's the audience participation part. That's when I'm just go. It's not the person in the front row either. It's the person like in the back row.
Yeah, so you're never safe wherever you sit.
They don't think they're gonna like have any trouble at the very end.
Because the people at the front expect to lose at least a kidney.
Of course, yeah.
Totally. The people at the back don't.
Kidney's the most expected one. I mean, really, like that's what everyone's losing.
Or appendix. That would be a nice humane way.
The appendix go to kidney, then the pancreas. Then like the innards that like you never get to. Right? I've thought way too much about this.
You have thought way too much about this. Is it hard to differ yourself from existing musical comedians? Because everyone goes to like your Access Blossoms, your Tim Minchins, even for like the Concords, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, what is it hard to kind of go look? Is it hard to establish yourself as an act because people don't see them that often?
It is. Like music comedy's a weird world, right? We're like the bastard child of everything. Like we're musicians.
No reason.
We're nice people, nice anchored people, obviously. Kind of a bit vicious, but it's tough because you're not music necessarily. You're not like cabaret necessarily. You're not you're comedy, but like I know Tim Minchin says that he thinks of himself as like a cabaret act, but he's comedy. Like Bo Burnham's great, and
Bella.
there's other acts here I can't wait to see. Like I can't wait to see Vicky Stone and Rachel Paris and other female like music comics. Because in Canada, there's not as many. Like we have 30 million people in Canada, and we're huge. So like there's a few music comedy acts, but yeah, it's interesting. Although I've always found like them to be very welcoming. Like I'm a comic, I'm a music comic, so. Whatever.
What instruments would you put into your act that you haven't put into your act yet?
What would I? That's a really good question. I had a rain stick at one point. That was fun.
That's cool. But it's very short-lived, isn't it? Once you've gone, and it's got to go.
Depends what angle it's at.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on.
See the musician here. I don't know.
Yeah. Just what angling the rain stick. I don't know. I put any instrument in. I play usually ukulele, guitar. Played violin, maybe like that medieval one.
I think that's a cow. What are you doing? What's this?
A bit of cow, a milking act. See, that would be good.
Into the pail, yeah.
That would be good.
Let's get a live cow.
Has anyone ever milked a live cow on stage at Edinburgh before?
Should they have done, really?
We'll find out next year.
Tell them your venue so they can go watch you milk a cow.
Fantastic. I'm at the Assembly at George Square, and I'm in studio number 5.
Awesome. What time did you say? What time?
10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m.
So we say 9:30.
Half 10? Half 10? You can say whatever you want.
10:30.
Thank you very much for joining me. It's been
Thank you.
wonderful. Go and watch the show.
Yeah.
JokePit, home of new comedy.